What's up, y'all? Y'all are here live right now with me, man. I'm on the Dr. Fave, Dr. Dandruff podcast right here on
Kevin
YouTube and
Tate.
shit. Y'all stay tuned. We finna get it popping. Y'all in for a treat, man.
Thumbnail. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. We're going live in about now. Check it, check it, check it. Dr. Favors podcast is in this mother bitch. You know how we do things. We turn one into two things. Get money in a few rings. We right here. You know what I'm saying? You know we're going to get this intro first, y'all. So it is what it is. Let's do it.
Coming from a land where no one gives one fuck. It's the Dr. Dandruff Show with Dr. Dandruff. This is a podcast about news, relationships, child support, and everything your long nipple baby mama can better. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dr. Dandruff.
What it do, what it do? Dr. Dandruff is in the building. I'm right here with the most beautiful. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know how the rhyme can get.
Yeah. Miss Kiera Favors.
Hey, Kiara Ferris in the building, y'all. We right here with a very, very special guest. I got my boy right here, Mr. Kevin Tate, y'all. Show some love to my boy, man. On some real shit. We got my boy in this bitch. Yes, Mr. Kevin Tate.
Good to be here, man.
Hey, thank you, man. That's some real shit.
Yeah.
Hey, so Mr. Kevin Tate, Detroit, right? Detroit,
Absolutely,
born and
100%.
raised,
Born and raised, man. First day, yep.
Okay.
First day, West Side, 12th Street.
Oh,
Man.
shit, y'all, hey, y'all better watch. That's the real
You know what it is,
shit.
man. Shout out to where my camera at, man. Do I got a camera now?
You got a camera. You got
a
a camera.
front
It's
camera?
right here. It's right here.
I'm trying to figure where the front camera at when I want
I
to
see
be
you right
direct.
there.
There you go, right there. All right,
Hey.
just in case. Yeah, 12th Street, 100 years. Y'all know.
I love it.
City
I
boy.
love it. That's what's up. That's what's up. And you know we got Kiara here. You know Kiara's always on time. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love
Oh
it.
my God.
Miss Kiara, what's up?
No, you go, nah, because y'all was last minute, okay? I did the best I could with what I got, okay?
Hey, you did your thing. You did your thing,
City
though.
boy,
That's the real shit. So let's just dive right into it. Fuck it. Can we just dive into it?
Let's get it.
Hey, Mr. Kevin Tate, what influenced you on as far as for your comedy strive? Like what sparked the flame in your ass to be like, you know what, I want to fucking do comedy.
You know what, man? So for real, man, it was like my brother. I'm real talk. My brother was in the sixth grade. I'm younger than him. He was in the sixth grade. He did the talent show,
Mm-hmm.
and we from the neighborhood. He went to the talent show. He come home, and everybody was talking. Oh, your brother was funny. Oh, your brother wasn't funny. Oh, your brother bombed. And all I could remember was everybody in the hood was talking about it. You know, his buzz. And I
Mm-hmm.
thought about it. People like, well, Kev, you should have did it. And we talking about me being 8, 9, 10 years old, but I was a ball player, so you know what I'm saying. I never got to it, but I always felt like I could do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I always
Right.
felt like that. And also another moment I remember in college, up in the dorm slash apartments, we in there, some of the ball team, and we watching TV and BET Comic View was on, and there's a cat that I knew that they knew. Everybody knew him. He went to high school with him and shit. I'm like, yo, they was like, oh, he went to school with us. I'm like, oh shit, so we can do that? We could just fucking get on TV? And that shit, after I got through playing ball, I was like, you know what? I'm about to go try and do that shit. But yeah, man.
What kind of ball were you playing? Basketball?
Yeah,
Baseball, football?
Basketball for sure. Actually, I take that back. In high school, I played all the sports pretty much, like to volleyball, baseball, track, basketball, cross country, football.
Wow.
Oh
You know what
shit,
I'm
man!
saying?
This motherfucker looks like he can run fast.
Yeah.
And he's from Detroit too, so you gotta run fast in Detroit.
Nah, man, but then I got to and like I said, and then I played ball in college and shit. But yeah, that's it.
That's what's up. So I
Yeah.
mean, so all it took was Comic View, because I used to watch Comic View. What, 95? I was about 95. I was
What-
about 10 years old.
But now, you know what? I've been watching Def Jam and always had interest in watching stand up comedy. But I think what inspired me to make me feel like I can do it
Mhm.
is that it's all of my partners, they peers, because we all went to the same city school. So they was just like, yo, he went over to the school on the east side. We know him. We went, and I'm like, damn, y'all know. And he on TV? Oh shit, I probably can do this. And then it kind of went away for some years and shit, because I was, like I said, playing ball and shit.
Damn, that's what's up. I mean, who was the man though? Like, you know, as far as like who was the man that got you going? Like, you know, because you said Def Comedy Jam. I mean,
Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence.
Eddie Murphy is my favorite comedian of all time, but Martin Lawrence always just hilarious to me, man. Consistent, just as a character. The Martin show, Martin period was when it was just like, yo, that dude. Because by that time Eddie had kind of chilled on, you know what I mean? But yeah.
I mean, I could say the same thing, because Eddie Murphy for me was probably the best shit ever, because that Saturday Night Live when he did that hot tub, gotta get in the water. I mean, he had that, what was that, 1983? Something like that, 83, yeah. Man. I mean,
yeah, we used to sneak and watch that. I used to, you know, visit my pops in Florida and shit, and we used to be down there, and we would sneak and watch all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We would sneak and watch all that shit.
Right. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, comedy's so huge, you know? I mean, there's a big platform for it. Not only that, it's just like, everybody says, you know, Richard Pryor, you got Red Fox, you got so many fucking dope-ass comedians out there that just do their thing, you know what I mean? And Red Fox was like, for me, like a god. You know, he smoked a pack of cigarettes up there on stage, talk all this shit, oh, bitch, oh, yeah, motherfucker. Like, he didn't give a fuck. Like, he was like my old grandpa, you know what I'm saying? My grandpa used to whip my ass all the time, so. I mean, I love Red Fox, and shout out Martin Lawrence, man. Martin Lawrence, is he the first one you think that had the characters, or was it you think Eddie Murphy?
Oh no, absolutely not. I just think he came along at a time when I was of age. I think Martin came along when I was like in high school and shit, like, you know what I mean. Right. So it was just like, yo, it was a whole different thing. Yeah.
Right. I mean, cause hey, you're the one that was on my radar. You're one of the funniest comedians that I know out right now. You know, you got you, K-Dub, and there's a lot of dope ass comedians out there, but none of them are like, you know, none of them are original. Nobody could take a joke like you do and just, you know, give somebody a string and he want to be a cowboy. Yep. Like, because you can do that shit. Like, it's so fucking funny, man. When I heard that fucking skit you did with the, you know, with the ceiling fan and all that shit, man, I was fucking dying. I ain't gonna lie. Not only that, the Facebook. When you was scrolling through that bitch's shit, I was fucking in tears on some real shit.
No, but I appreciate that, Doug. I appreciate that. Definitely, man. You know, it's cool, man. You know, to hear how people understand your jokes and shit is crazy, man.
Right.
I appreciate that.
Hey, but at the end of the day, I know the females want to know, are you really that comedian that goes through girls' Facebooks and shit? Like, you know, I follow her, but I don't follow her. I know what I mean.
Well, you know what was crazy is nowadays you can meet somebody and shit. If you can go through their Facebook or anything, you could go through any of that shit and get to know who they are. Because a lot of times, you know, people are like, this is who I am. You can see what people are on Instagram and shit like that. But as far as went from a dating standpoint, no, I don't give a shit. If we even get to Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, that's not how I date though, based on.
Okay. Hey, y'all heard it here first, man, on some real shit. Ladies, hey, he really not that, you know, possessive and controlling, so, you know.
I worked my way through that shit with the comedy and shit. No,
okay, so, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Go ahead.
Okay, so, your transition from Detroit to LA, because obviously you're based here, right?
Yes.
So how did that work?
That's a good question, actually. You know what though, Kiera, like I moved out here, I just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm finna move to LA, right? I'm finna move to LA and I'm about to be a comedian. At the time, I was working at Daimler Chrysler. If y'all don't know, Daimler Chrysler is like one of those big Power 3 car companies and shit. So, you know, the factory life, making decent money, doing straight. But I was like, fuck that and whatever. So I ended up driving out here in the car. I lost my money coming out here. You know what I'm saying?
How'd you lose your money?
I lose my money. So I only had $2,200. I had sold.
That's a lot though.
But considering that I had never been to LA, I've been to LA, but considering moving to LA, at that time, I'm like, it's 2007. I'm like, yo, I'm moving out here and I'm about to do this, that, and another. And I told all my partners and shit. You know, and since we got time, I tell you, but like, so I'm like, I sold my car as a red Chevy Caprice Classic 95. Clean.
Ooh, damn, that's expensive.
Clean. Sold that bitch for $2,200 because I had 3 days to
What? Somebody scored like a motherfucker.
Right. They came
that
up.
body alone's worth $10,000.
Absolutely. Well, we was in Detroit in 2007, so that's different money still. But at the same time, it didn't matter. I sold a mink coat. You know what I'm saying? A big ass, what the name of them big ass furry coats and shit we used to
The
have.
chinchillas, what you get?
Yeah,
what
man,
you
it
get?
wasn't no Avarex though, but folks in the city knew what it was. It was one of the coldest leathers you could have with the print. Sold that motherfucker, man. Just gave because I needed all I could have. So I get out here, I go drive, and I get my cousin to drive with me. Twan, shout out my cousin Twan.
So you took a gamble.
Oh no, absolutely.
You took a gamble, like, man, I gotta sell all my shit. I sold my car, I sold everything, I sold my jacket.
Sacrifice.
No, absolutely.
Damn.
Well, my brother gave me a Durango.
Okay.
So it had wheels on it. The tags was bad. He gave it to me. That's a whole nother story. But he gave it to me.
And you made it all the way out here.
That motherfucker had rims on it. Right?
Yeah, okay.
TVs. This 2007. Shit. This was a 2002 car at the time.
Oh, it was up to par.
I was good business, right?
Yeah.
Like the roof, TV. I was tripping.
Mm-hmm.
But I moved out here. I drove that bitch out with my cousin. We get to the first motel, Dandruff, and I get to the hotel. The motel, excuse me. The next day we get up to keep driving. It's a 4-day drive.
Mm-hmm. Who'd you come with?
My cousin Twan.
Okay, Twan. Shout out Twan.
Yeah, shout out Twan, man. Twan wasn't even supposed to be off the porch. He was in trouble. He had been in trouble.
Oh, shit.
He said, fuck it, I'm riding.
Fuck this house arrest.
Fuck
I'm gone.
it, I'm riding. So he robbed in, man.
Right.
And shout out to my mom, rest in peace, because my mom packed us like a cooler. You know, you get a cooler for the beers?
Mm.
My mom packed us a cooler. This is too much information. But my mom packed us a cooler with like sandwiches, bread, loaves of bread, sandwich meat, fruit cups, grapes, Hawaiian punches, juices.
A survival
snacks,
kit.
right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Ma, chill. Like, Ma, chill. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like, chill, Ma. We good. I'm not. Why I gotta go out here, Ma? I'm not 10. Why you packing me a lunch?
Yeah, hey,
right?
In case you do overtime, baby, I got you.
And she
Have
like,
y'all ever drove across? Have you ever drove across country?
No, not never.
That shit is. That shit is different.
I wouldn't
You was
need
loving
one.
them Hawaiian.
I wouldn't need one of them survival kits though. Shout out to Mom's rest in peace,
so
man.
dig this, man. So she motherfucking came. So we riding. The next day we get up and go get gas. I lose all my money. You know what I'm saying? Because I go get gas.
Mm-hmm.
I got my toiletry bag with the cash that I had. I only got like $2,200, probably $1,900 at this time. We done drove 3 hours. We in Iowa. Go and get some gas. Go in the bathroom, Pam. Go in the bathroom, piss, wash my face. Leave my toiletry bag.
No.
With my license, my fucking my fucking liners. But anyway.
And the money.
And all my money. So
I know your cousin was mad.
He ain't even know. He ain't have no money. He didn't have no money in the first place. How the fuck he get this money?
Oh, down bad.
So
how'd you lose the only money that we ever had?
But
you kept the lunch.
But
I know you kept that lunch.
But the lunch ain't. Let me tell you though. But let me tell you, the lunch ain't been touched. The lunch ain't been touched because I got $2,200.
Yeah.
Fuck that lunch, Ma. I told you I'm good. So we get in the car. I didn't know I left it in there. I pumped the gas. We drive 3 more hours.
Oh.
Time to get gas. Fuck. Pull in. Boom. As soon as we park and I put the car in park, I'm like,
where's my bag?
I would have cried.
Damn.
Real
that shit
tears.
wasn't funny, dog.
Real
at
tears.
that time, that wasn't the noise.
I would have cried real tears.
But I was like, dog, I left my fucking money. Fuck. He like, what you talking about? I'm like, dog, I left my. It took me 3. As soon as it was time for gas again, it took me boom like that. Park. Fuck.
Damn.
And this is so I'm like, he like, what you talking about? So we looking all through the car. I'm like, bro, I left it in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Damn.
So now we're in fucking whatever 3 hours away, and I'm like, shit. And so he like, man. So I said, fuck it. At this time, they ain't have all this shit, all the devices, the Googles and shit. Believe it or not,
you gotta find a Western Union.
Y'all had an actual map.
I had a flip phone.
Y'all had the what is it, the map quest.
I had a flip phone. Look at that right there though. I had a flip phone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, fuck. So we go get the map out of the tourist gas station. Look at that motherfucker, because it was a Dairy Queen right there by where we was at. And we went and found that. We called back to the spot, and they was like, yo, she left work. The attendant left work. Yeah, I know that bitch did leave.
Damn. She said, you know what? Hey, this is my last motherfucking, my last hour I'm doing in this bitch. I'm out of here.
Now that was the long end of the story. But then after that, you know, it's crazy because
Keep it going.
Well,
I mean, what ended up
though.
happening?
So Kira, a couple of my friends, you know, I called back like I lost all my money. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, you need to come back. Man, what the fuck is you doing? Man? You need to come back.
You already halfway there?
Like, what the fuck is you doing? First of all, I'm not coming back because I told y'all I'm leaving. Start that off. You can't come back to the city after you said you out because everybody.
And you don't have your mink no more. You ain't got none of your shit. You know.
No, they like you said you leaving. Aha, you ain't make it.
Damn.
So that pride.
Man.
And drive. And I was just like, fuck that. So I drove and then I made, long end of the short, I made it to LA, showed up with like $60, bought some food.
Who were you meeting? Who were you meeting though in LA?
Nobody.
Oh, you just came down here just on a dream.
So the plot thickens.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, man.
Talk your shit.
But what I'm telling you is that I didn't know anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the same thing my partners told me before I left. They're like, you don't know nobody. What the fuck you doing, dog? Well, you just gonna go. Dog, because I said about October 4th, 2007, I'm out. This was in May. So I'm sleeping. That's a whole nother, I'm over in the trap. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm out. They're like, you just gonna leave? I'm out. All right. Well, the time started ticking. And on that day, I got up and left. It was raining like a motherfucker, believe it or not. And then I got out there, and then I got to LA, so I wasn't meeting nobody. I was actually gonna go out there. I got $2,200. This is the plan. Off top, I'm gonna go get me a room. I'm gonna find me an apartment.
Now you in the trap.
But now $2,200 wouldn't have got me shit.
Not out here.
And
it's expensive.
That's all I had. We ain't talking about first and last month. Anyway. We ain't talking about first and last month.
I mean, back in the day, you might have been able to get a little studio or something.
For that month.
Yeah.
They'd have to chase me out that bitch. They'd have to drag me out that bitch. They'd have to drag me out that bitch. But I think in that moment, so then what happened was, so I didn't know anybody. So my mom was telling me, she was calling me, she was like, yo, you need to go, you got a cousin out there. You need to go. And I knew I had family out here, but I wasn't coming to live with nobody. I didn't.
Right. You
need to go see these people. They want to hook family up there. I never met them, but you should still go see them. I'm like, man, you ain't never met them. What the fuck? This our first day riding up from downtown. Now we coming off the 110 headed north toward Hollywood. Right. I see it still in my eyes. You coming off the 110 north headed toward Hollywood, but it's raining. It's almost sunset because it's October. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we riding and she like, yo, go over. I'm like, fuck it, mine. Where they live at? They live in a town. They live in Burbank. And I'm like, okay, Burbank. Okay. And we get to Burbank and they live in good. They're doing good.
I'm like, they live in Burbank.
Yeah, Burbank is great.
I'm talking up the hill.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they're in the hills.
In Burbank. Like up the, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, shit. Only for her to be such an angel in my life. Shout out my big cousin, Rhonda, much older than me. Hey. But shout out that she was such an angel in my life. She was such an angel, such a huge part of my universe. And so she gave me like 6 months, almost she let me live with her long and short.
Oh wow!
Damn,
and
awesome.
She was
never met you, never just knew of you.
When I came down her street, she was standing in the driveway in the rain, like pull in. She ain't never met me, my mama,
your cousin,
my cousin, my daddy, my sister. She knew my mother's cousin. They were older than my mom at the time.
Oh wow! You know they didn't play back then though.
So she just like, I want to get family together. Who you got coming out here? Now at this time I'm 29. Mm-hmm. So I ain't no baby.
Right.
She like, yo, come on, y'all should sleep tonight. Y'all shouldn't go nowhere else. Because I still got my cousin. Y'all forgot about Twan.
Yeah, Twan was like, he was still mad at the fact that the money was gone. Probably.
And by the way, shout out to my mom. When we ran out of money, we fucked them sandwiches up. We ate them sandwiches, them juices. We was eating triple-decker bologna sandwiches. You ever had a triple-decker? We had mustard, a whole, man, we fucked them up. So I love you so much. Because that fucking shit came in.
Yeah, she was like, I told y'all, motherfucker.
The shit out them juices.
The last Capri Sun.
Wait, it was Capri Suns or what?
Capri Suns, and it didn't matter. Warm Capri Suns, we stabbing them. We was stabbing the shit out of them warm.
Grown ass men, just big old head, just wrapped around.
Oh shit!
Oh, hell
And
no.
then that's how I landed in LA, and then the cherry on top is not only was my cousin Rhonda, and shout out to her husband B, who's a grown man. Now another grown man is in his home, because when we got there, she said, "Don't leave. Y'all should stay tonight." I'm like, "Thank you, Jesus."
We got nowhere to go.
I'm nowhere to go.
Damn.
She's like, "Y'all should stay." As a matter of fact, my husband's coming home, and he'll bring you guys some food. He's gonna bring food home for you.
Oh, damn.
He'll never
What an
let
angel.
She hooked y'all up.
He brought big old pots of Chinese food, whatever that Thai right there, big old pans. We was eating that shit, and he was like, "Look, man, we stayed the night." Soon as we, shout out my cousin Twan, we get in the room. We living in a bunk bed because her son just went to college. He was a freshman in Morehouse. Shout out to Mountain. He's a lawyer now.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
He's a whole lawyer now.
Yeah.
He's a
Damn.
freshman in college, so we in his bunk bed. I'm in the top, and his ass on the floor because he had like computers down there. So I'm like, "Yo, you gotta go home." I'm like, "Fuck that. I want to stay." "How the fuck you gonna stay there? I ain't got no money." He was like, "Man, I want to stay up." I'm like, "Nah, dog, you gotta motherfucking leave." He like, "Man, he mad."
He's like, "This is my family."
Like,
Shit,
we done rolled all the way out.
The story is crazy, and so we end up motherfucking. So we end up, taking him home the next day. She ended up letting me move into her mom's home, who had passed away, and her daddy got sick, so she let me live in their house.
Wow.
So I had 9 months free, basically, to live. Not every, you know what I'm saying?
To figure out a way. Yeah.
Figure this
Right.
place out, working at the House of Blues at the time when it was still alive. So
Damn.
yeah, man. So that's how I landed in LA, and then I started rapping and shit. So comedy was like,
Secondary.
no, it was first on the list. I just was nervous. I was trying to figure out how to live. And what is this shit? I'm from Detroit, bro. We talk about black people skateboarding. We talking about the ocean, the beach, the valley, the city, downtown Long Beach.
Kind of the same. Yeah, down here is a little different. Wow, probably way more different because it's more refineries and stuff out there, like oil.
This is another world. Shout out to
Yeah.
Detroit. It's a beautiful place in its own right. But this is something. California is something totally different. Like I didn't see a cloud till like December. I moved out here in October. I would always call my partners like, "Yo, nigga, I ain't seen a cloud."
It never rains.
And it don't really get cold.
And it don't really get cold. But at that time, I really went 3 months without a cloud.
Damn.
You know how the sun get. Some days it get out here in LA, you don't see shit but sky.
You don't.
And heat. So shout out that I'm totally, blessed and shit like that. But man,
That's a good coming to California story.
Yeah, no, man.
That was a good question, Kira. That's real shit.
Nah,
I love the story. That was awesome.
Yeah.
No, man,
No, that's motivating.
Yeah, because really what it was about was just me fucking saying, you know what? I'm about to fucking move around. I'm about to go. And the whole time I was in a quote unquote delusional mode because I didn't know where the fuck I was going. But I done told everybody in my circle, I'm about to go do this.
Make it happen.
And the universe, because I was going to move to Atlanta.
Okay,
And
that's closer.
Yeah, it's closer, but you know what I mean? It's closer, but I was like, nah, at that time, I was like, man, for me, where I'm at in life, I gotta go to just jump in there with Jordan. I gotta jump in there and go to LA and figure it out. And
it was God.
Yeah, no, it was definitely God, man. It just carried me all the way through. I would always say, God, hey, you carrying me.
Yeah.
I would have said that in my car. You know what I mean?
No,
Shout out to
talk.
Dr. Favorite Show, man.
Hey, real talk. It was God. It was God that
but it was
gave
also
him the way.
a lot. It was also a lot of you not giving up, not turning around.
That
like
part.
it may sound pretty cliche, but like it's so many opportunities when you lost the money. When
anybody could have gave up. Anybody could have gave up.
You could have turned around at any moment.
Yep.
And you was like, look, I'm gonna keep going.
Because God had him down. God held his own. He held him. He said, you know what?
Way.
Keep doing what you're doing. They had an angel waiting for you right there with the Chinese food or the Thai
Period. She's my son's godmother, by the way.
food.
That's where we have dinner on Thanksgiving.
Wow.
I know that's
like family.
Yeah.
They were a family to me. First family that I had, and then, you know what I mean? It was period. That was it.
Did your mama get to come out and meet her?
My mom actually came out and met her.
Okay.
Yes. I think she did come. Yeah, she did come out and meet her. Yes,
Nice.
my dad came out and met her. It was a while. It took a while, but she
Yeah.
came out. And my mom was totally with it, though. She damn, you caught my baby. At
Yeah.
that time, I'm a whole grown ass man. But she understand me in Detroit. She like, you about to do what? You have no plan, son.
Yeah. She more or less, she was probably there. It's like, just let him live.
Let him live.
Let him live, but I got him right here. If anything, if all else fails, he could come back and then just let him
That's
live his dream.
beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
That's so
I wa-
awesome. What a
okay.
good ass story, man. That's some
Yeah.
real shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
Clap
that's
it
some
up,
real
clap
shit.
it
That's some real
up.
shit. That was fucking
Yeah.
beautiful.
I appreciate that.
I got a question.
Sure.
The first time you bombed, like bomb.
Ooh, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
You know what's
Because
good?
you already had all that on your back. So it's
Right.
like you get up there, you finally get on stage, you're like, yeah, I'm about to tear it up.
Man, listen, let me tell you something. That's a two-part question. I'm going to answer that in 2 parts because here's the deal. A lot of people, a lot of comedians, well, not a lot of comedians, some comedians don't necessarily like it or take it away when you tell them, hey, look, I've never bombed, okay?
Mhm.
Some comedians don't necessarily like them.
It was just the crowd.
It's
The crowd that was fucked up.
See, here's the thing. I'm not saying that.
Because I'm a comedian myself.
It's
But
a
I'm not
thin line between like
but I-
delusion and just like
Right,
I'm not
determination.
saying that. No, I'm not saying that every joke worked.
Mm-hmm.
I've never said that. Like,
Right.
but I know what bombing is.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I've never done that.
Right.
Now,
I don't think he's have. I
You
mean,
like that?
I'm
ain't me.
just. But here's why. I'm gonna tell you why. That's not like because at the time that I started comedy, it was more like, look, I'm at a stage I can't take motherfuckers booing me. I just can't. I put this whole shit up.
I'm going to slap somebody on the way out.
This whole shit away. Like I'm not. I don't play that game. If I'm not,
Boo, you be
bull
right.
like bull. I'm just,
I'm slapping somebody on the way out. They're going to remember me.
I'm just like, no, I'm not even that. It's just like, man, I don't know if I could take that. I was a whole motherfucker in my world before
Right.
comedy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I could play with that. But so what I would do is I would fucking if I would go do a joke. The first time I went on stage in the Valley at Sarah's in the Valley. Shout out Buddy Lewis. Shout out Kim Whitley. They used to do a room, a little open mic,
Nice.
kind of sort of. And I come up there early. I drink a pint of vodka and shit. I'm in the car talking to my mom like, Mom, because I've been rapping 2 years. So that's a whole nother life.
Oh, we gotta get to that. We gotta get to
No.
that.
Y'all gotta say that for the book. The book is on the way, man.
Okay, we got
Okay.
it.
That's a whole
Got
other
you.
thing. Like that's why I'm kind of giving the stories chopped up because I got a book on the way. Trust
Ooh.
issue. But like what I'm saying is that at that time, you know what I'm saying, I was doing those things as far as like getting into it, but they were there, and I remember walking up, telling my mom like, "Look, Mom, I'm drinking. I'm about to go up there and do comedy for the first time."
I already know what she thought. She was,
She was like, "Let's get it."
oh, yeah,
So
drunk.
the first
is
time
too-
that you did comedy
This
was
is
in
the
LA.
first time that I did comedy in LA. I had been out here damn near about a year and a half.
Right.
I would, but I hadn't done it, and it was time.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
and so I ended up getting over there, and I walked up. Buddy Lewis sitting outside, and he was just like, "Yo, man, what you come to do?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm coming." "All right, you funny, nigga?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man." So he's like, "All right." I ended up going in. About 5 people was at the show.
Right.
He came in. I cussed everybody. Everything I was saying was just raw. And then I heard one person laugh, and my mind would always work like somebody laugh.
Mm.
Okay.
So I want that feeling again. I never was about I need to kill. So no, I never bombed, and I always felt like bombing is like, yo, dog, we is tired of you on this stage. Boo, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's to me what bombing is.
Right.
I've never once said that every joke that I said worked.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say that. I can't. There's no way it worked. I remember.
Yeah,
that.
you gotta be a sad motherfucker
But-
for none of your shit to work.
Yeah,
I've
but
seen
no.
it. I've seen
Come on, this is every day. Listen, let me tell you
Have you
something.
really? Ooh.
Don't take this game for granted, man. You either. Don't take this game for granted. Like, you never is. I don't give a fuck how good you is. It's never in the bag.
Right.
Because you never know this crowd, man.
Mhm.
This crowd, they're like, you know what, man? Fuck all that. Right? Then what?
Yeah. Then you're like, oh, well, fuck all y'all.
I'm just saying, like, okay. So
Y'all
now-
got a bad judgment, not me.
No, but now you're talking about that.
Mhm.
Right? So
Yeah.
it's like at any time, that's a room full of lions that will overtake you, bro.
Right.
It's not enough you can say with one mic that can overtake a room
Full of
full of people
motherfuckers,
that
yeah.
feel like no us against you.
Don't know the struggle, don't know nothing,
Hey,
what
but-
it took to get down here to be you, who you are today,
Listen,
man.
I'm
some
trying
real
to tell
shit.
you.
That's
So,
just awesome.
but to your question, like, but to your question, though, have I ever bombed? No, I haven't ever had a situation where I was on stage and people was like, yeah, all right, man, get dog out of here. Never. I had nobody never boo me. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you the closest. I'm gonna tell you.
You was nervous?
I'm gonna tell you some shit, though. I'm gonna tell y'all some shit. Oh my God. This shit, make sure y'all get the book Trust Issues. It's coming out.
Trust
Hey,
issues.
trust issues coming out, man. It's coming out.
Man, listen, man. I do a show. I do a fucking show. This is in Detroit. Cause I used to sneak on stage. I did it maybe 3 times. Like I would sneak me and my cousin Twan.
Hey, Twan's always in the
Twan
air. Shout out to Twan, man. We need to get Twan in here sitting next to you, man. That would have been
Right.
dope.
Shout out nigga Twan, man. But like I said though, I had them. I remember we used to go to Coco's House of Comedy, which was downtown Detroit on Jefferson. At this time, hell, I was still in college. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we was like, yo, man, I want to go fucking that. You know what I mean? I want to go down here. I want to see, dog. You know what I mean? I want to go. So we would go, and then a little bit after college, and I would go, dog. And I remember one time I went in, and there they would shake their keys. If you ain't funny, they're not gonna boo you, but they're gonna shake their keys.
You hear that rattling?
Everybody in the room shaking keys.
It's either that or a flashlight, yeah.
The whole idea of the club was if they're not funny, start
Shake
shaking
the
the keys.
Oh, shit.
So I'm
You
in
hear
there.
one rattling.
So I'm in the back. I'm in the back.
Like poetry when you snap your fingers.
I'm like, oh shit, now it's my turn to go
This
up.
guy out here.
I'm doing my little shit, whatever it is. Ain't nobody. And nigga, I heard one key, like, and I got the fall, like, all right, yo, God bless, good night. Hey, look, and this motherfucker was about to go. He was just grabbing this shit to leave. He wasn't even tripping. He was about to go. He wasn't even booing me. He just pulled his keys out of the pocket.
Because you know
I gotta go to the bathroom.
God bless, good night. So yeah, man.
Aw,
man.
But hey, look, that don't mean that, you know, that I feel like that I can't or things could never sway. My job is to just always be polished and
That's right.
be ready to go.
Man, I love it, man. I love it. On some real shit, man. Hey, shut up, my
love
boys in the
that.
building, man. Hey, this guy cannot get too many claps, man, for me because he's one of my favorites, man. On some real shit. I love the originality. I love what you got going. I love your drive. Shout out to the Zodiac.
Yes, sir.
The Zodiac show. You know what I'm saying?
Every night.
Mhm.
No place I'd rather be.
Night. You know what I'm saying? He's putting in your work, my boy. At the end of the day, and I love it. I love the grind. Thank you so much for you even stopping by. Even though the interview's not over, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Kiara's already looking at me. Hey, y'all look at Kiara. She's like, you better not, Dandruff. He's got to get an hour in here at least, motherfucker.
Oh, he be.
Nah, I don't do
it's
that
good.
shit.
It's good.
Hey, that's some real shit. But we're going to, can we get into some questions?
Sure, man. That's whatever you want.
All right. Burritos or tacos?
Burritos or tacos?
Tacos? What kind?
Tacos,
What
easy.
kind?
What do you mean? What kind? I'm
What kind? You like asada? You like chicken? You like?
I don't eat the pork joints, but I like the chicken ones. Real talk, I like the chicken ones. They got the steak joints back in the day. I
Okay.
ain't been eating meat for 3 months now, so
Okay.
shout out to that.
Okay.
But
Shout out to
like,
that. You got one, Kiara?
Yeah, to side chick or not to side chick?
Not the side chick.
Okay.
That is
The
the
fuck you want me to
question.
say? But here's why. First of all, look, side chick. What does that mean? First of all, I want to know. Does that mean like
a
another
companion.
relationship?
Another
A companion, like a
Another
dog.
companion.
Another relationship?
Yes.
No, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in having a. No, I don't.
Okay. If you would have, on your stature right now, if you could have any celebrity, who would it be? Like, what female?
Sexually?
Sexually. Ooh, there's so many, huh?
No, not.
Come on.
Ask your question again, man.
Okay, if you get on your stature right now, you're already up there in the comedy. It don't have to be comedy. You don't have to be an actress. It could be anybody. What female would you want as your, lifeline partner, just to fuck with? Like, who?
What are you asking me?
I'm asking you, who would you fuck right now in the game right now?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, who do I lifelong?
I was trying to sweeten it. I was trying to sweeten it, y'all.
Nah,
Fuck it.
man.
Who do you want to fuck right now
This
as a
is
celebrity?
Dr. Favorite show, man. What the fuck? Where we at, man?
I don't want to ask the wrong question. He'd be like, oh, well,
just
I don't know.
ask it, just ask
Okay.
it. Shit.
Who do you want to fuck right now in the game?
Who do I want to fuck?
Yeah. Rapper or anybody.
A rapper? No,
Yeah.
I'm not. No, listen.
You got Meg Thee Stallion. You got,
No, I don't want. It's nobody that I want.
I think the question. I think.
What question?
I
Okay,
think
go
the
ahead. Take your
question.
shit.
What's the? Okay, I think you saying like
What's your
if you could
celebrity
fuck.
crush?
No, if you could fuck with any person in the industry right now, you can fuck with any bitch.
yeah, fuck though.
You had your choice. You had your choice.
Fuck with her? How? Just have sex with her?
See what I'm saying?
What do we-
He's so technical.
I'm trying to ask you. What are you asking me?
In every way.
Who do you want to smash
In
right now?
every-
Fuck it. Let's
No.
just say it like that.
you talking
Who-
about?
yeah, who do you want to
pussy.
smash
That's
right now?
what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Okay, so if we're not talking about that, because I wouldn't necessarily want to deal with nobody in a relationship
Mm.
in an industry.
So just smash it.
In a relationship that's in the industry?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm cool.
So nobody in
What
the
is the
industry?
stigma
wouldn't want-
on that?
Well,
What
he-
is the stigma on? No, because when I first started doing comedy,
Right.
niggas would not touch me. with a 10-foot pole. They like, bitch, get up out of here. Like, no, because but it said a lot about them respecting me as far as my craft go. But what is the stigma with that?
Well, for me, I think that I don't necessarily. I don't want. If I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna choose a woman that's more chill, like just not in the limelight, not trying to take advantage of opportunities, right? Because see, when you're in a game like comedy, and I'm talking about all over the whole thing. You could be a movie star, bitch, you're an astronaut. I'm good, bitch. I'm good.
I told you he was gonna avoid the question. I told you he was gonna avoid the question. What did I say?
Yo, I don't.
He avoided the question. No. What star would you fuck today? I know there's gotta be somebody out there.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Who are you attracted to? Like on some real shit, you got Nicki, you got Meg Thee Stallion, you got her, you got Tiffany Haddish. All love to all these females.
Okay, you name somebody that you think that
I'm fucking Sofia Vergara.
No.
On some real shit. I'm off Modern Family. I'm fucking her. I ain't gonna lie.
Because who's like right now at the top of their game?
Fuck the top of the game. I'm talking about just body wise and
but
bitch
like
look good.
I mean, I don't know.
Shit. Man, you know what I mean? You ever scroll through this? I think that question is almost like, have you ever seen an Instagram feed? There's some bitches on Instagram. Because I've been doing this for a little while now, so I've seen entertainers behind the fence. So, you know what I'm saying? So, to me, I think any one particular entertainer, I don't know, man, it's a lot of habits. It wouldn't matter, man.
That's what's up.
Trust me.
I mean, are you on a hunt for are you on a hunt to look right now? Or?
No, definitely. I'm never.
So you're involved in your career right now. That's pretty much what you say.
Man, to the grind.
And you've been on it. That's what's up.
I'm to the grind. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was just saying because I don't want Kiera to get taken. You know what I'm saying? Because next thing you know, I don't need you on the Zodiac show. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll really be. I'll really be hurt.
To the Zodiac show before?
I have not came to the Zodiac show. I mean, I haven't been invited.
See what I'm talking about?
She's not allowed. She's not allowed. Like, just check your contract. Check the contract. No Zodiac show.
You said 2 guest appearances. No. This is the 3rd.
Hilarious.
You are you're breaching your shit. Don't do that. Don't be a breach.
This Death Row Records over here with podcast.
Y'all need me to all in the Zodiac show.
Yeah.
You need to be
if you don't know
you need to be fucking.
Your pussy is Cancer.
You need to get the numerology.
And you fucking with a Sagittarius. I got your Zodiac sign, motherfucker.
Y'all think what is your sign?
I'm a Pisces.
You're a Pisces.
I feel everything.
I do. I feel everything right now.
I'm a Pisces. I'm a Gemini gang.
Hey, Gemini gang.
You already know how people feel about Geminis. People don't fuck with.
What is it? What is it? How do they feel?
People don't fuck with Geminis like that. But my favorite person is a Gemini.
What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Oh, you feel everything.
I told you that pussy was Cancer. That motherfucker right there is lethal. It'll kill you.
What's your favorite Gemini?
My favorite Gemini is my grandmother.
Oh.
Yeah. June 3rd. So yeah, that's my lady.
That's
but I can never like trash out. But I didn't encounter y'all piece of work. But that only goes so far,
Right.
You gotta really people character is just people character.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's some real shit.
Anywho. Ooh, the room just went down.
Now that one slowed down.
That one went.
We hit the horoscopes and it said,
I
love it. So what you got going right now, my boy? I mean, anything besides the book? Besides the book, and congrats on the book, on some real shit. We can't wait to support that. We're going to put it up, you know what I'm saying, on some real shit. We need the book coming out. When is it coming out?
It's not even done being written. It's actually in its final draft, but it's not finished yet. But
who's publishing?
I'm sorry?
Who's publishing it?
No, see, here's the thing about writing a book. You have to write it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a ton of people been wanting to publish a book that I want to write for years.
Yeah, I'm an author. I have 2 books published. Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? It's a ton of people that want to know.
It takes a while.
Yeah. No, well, it's a ton of people that want to know, but until you write the book, right? So I believe in eating an elephant one piece at a time.
Hey, there's an elephant back there. Don't do that. Oh, well, there was an elephant right there, but that's the elephant in the room. But she took it down. But what you got going? You got any comedy shows coming up? I mean,
yeah, I gotta post that too. I got a comedy tour coming up. I actually
a tour
to Vegas Next weekend on the 10th, I'll be in Vegas. The 13th, I'll be in Dallas, Texas. Then I'm headed to Pontiac, Michigan, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
You got a whole tour going.
She's got a tour going.
So it's a lot of things coming up. So I'm just excited. I'm just excited to be rounding things out, moving to the new year, working. Like I said, man, just excited to be blessed and keep working on my shit. You know
That's what's up. I mean, so what got you into like, you know, I'm gonna write a book? Because I love your story. Your story is immaculate, but it's so fucking interesting to where I can't wait to read the book.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Listen, man, I always say this, but this is my second life. You know, like I said, I really played basketball. You know what I'm saying? I was really a basketball head with other dreams and shit like that. You know, so but I always knew I could do this too. Like I was that guy in college as far as like, you know, when you talk about funny, talking, witty, that was always there even before I knew it.
Right.
Well, but yeah, so like I said, man, I'm traveling around. I'm doing a lot, man. You know, I'm doing a lot. Excited for the things coming ahead, man.
I love it. I love it, man.
How has this journey been? And look, Dandruff, you done rubbed off on me. Now I can't ask the question. Fatherhood.
Yes.
No, like, you know, as far as coming out here and having your career, like, how have you balanced both?
Listen, it's not easy, but it's the best thing I ever did. It's the best part of me. My son's the best part of me. You know, the whole scenario was, you know, it wasn't like, oh shit, I got a baby. Like, yo, I want it. Let's get it. Right. So, but I think the balance of it is not easy. You know, when I started doing this shit, you know, they $20 a show in LA.
Yeah, or you got to come out of your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Which
gas money,
right? And I think it was tough when you start trying to balance, you know, this work, this money that they're paying, and then you try to balance a relationship when you're on the true grind. Like there's a level, because I'm still on it. I'm still on it. And I don't hate to use the word grind, because grind is like
it's winding. It's like
grinding
means to wear down.
Like pepper,
like God has blessed me. But
you're on a journey.
On this journey.
On a journey.
You know, to be on this journey, you know what I'm saying? Like I continue to be on it now, but back then, when you trying to start something I started from the floor.
I love it.
I'm talking about it wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I guess I gotta go in this club.
Right.
So to be able to do that, you know what I'm saying, I feel like on this journey, you have to, you know, I've been through a whole lot, but it never gets to the point where I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I got it. Like you have to keep, you gotta keep
pushing on, yeah.
Yeah, but absolutely, man. But I know you was telling me, like, because even when you grinding, like, through this grind, a relationship makes it tough because now you
got to cater to somebody else, too.
It's either you going to dive in this game and keep...
You can't do
50-50. Keep...
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's gonna be harder. From what I'm saying, it's gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder to have to cater to your relationship and to your career because you love both.
You love both.
And
but when it's your kid, that's a whole different.
Oh no! We're not talking about kid. We're talking about relationship.
We're talking about relationship. We're talking about before kids.
Oh yeah, your kids are always first. Yeah,
we're talking about relationship. No doubt. We're talking about both because here's the deal: before you get a kid, you get a relationship.
I'm sorry about that, Kier.
No.
You did ask a question. I'm sorry about that.
No, but this is
my bad. My bad.
No, you said fatherhood because when you're in a relationship and you have a kid and you're getting like $10 a show, $20 a show. You ain't on the road. No. But you know you capable to just walk in any one of these joints and get a good job. And just chill. Oh shit!
There we go.
We're gonna go on a small commercial break.
No, we ain't going to commercial break.
No. He putting it up. He putting it up.
And for y'all that was watching me, my bad.
It's all good. Hey, we on it.
Oh, I'm still
let me see. We'll do it.
You got it?
Hey, this is how we do it. Oh shit!
Oh my god!
I be fucking shit up.
Hey, it's all good. Shit. Hey, that's what happens with this is when it's live. We do all the shit we want to do.
So y'all gonna get all of it then.
All of
live.
it, motherfucker.
Sit up there.
Right there.
It'll sit.
Right there. Wait. Ooh.
You got it, bro.
Let's go right
I'm
here.
telling y'all all my business anyway. That was a sign, goddamn. Shit. That was a sign. Like, nigga, chill the fuck out.
Let's do it right here.
It's all good.
Oh,
though.
look.
So everybody that's tapping in on YouTube and shit, they ask me these questions. I'm gonna give them the answers. I don't give a fuck. It's live, man. I'm on Dr. Motherfucker Tate show.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, but at the end of the day, I love what you said because you're on a journey, right? You didn't know what it was. It's the same as me, same as Kiara, same as everybody in this world.
Yes.
You know, and our journeys crossed. And I appreciate you so much, my boy, because I love your grind. I mean, not grind. I love your journey. I love what you're made of. I love your whole demeanor.
Yes, sir. I
You're
appreciate
very
that.
humble.
No,
You're
I
a very
appreciate
fucking cool ass person. You don't act cocky when somebody comes up to you, or you're not one of them comedians to be like, hey, get this motherfucker off me.
Yeah, no, I
You really show love, dog. So I'm glad that God has crossed our paths.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure her ass is glad. You
I'm
know what I'm
glad
saying?
y'all for having me and shit. This is dope
Yeah,
podcast.
That's some real shit.
I'm gonna tell
I
you
was like,
this.
I got some questions to ask. Shit.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, no,
Talk
I'm
your
not.
shit,
I'm not
talk your
talking.
shit.
No, I'm saying in general. I wanted to ask you some questions. So I was so
Okay,
glad
come on.
that you came in and then you answered everything like in a
And
transparent way. I
and
was
to
like,
put I'm sorry to cut you, but to put a bow on your question, like fatherhood in this game is a different balance. It's definitely a different balance. You have to find a way to feed it all, but you have to, believe it or not, you have to give it all to what you're trying to accomplish, right? Because without what you're trying to accomplish, I don't believe that a man is really who he is if he hasn't accomplished what he wants to accomplish. He'll always be, at a point in his mind where he's like, oh shit, he'll be always like confused. And there's a better word for that, and I'll probably just stop with him. But like, when you're trying to get something, but to be in a relationship, you have to also give and pour and seed and grow and spend da. So it takes a special type of woman to understand what type of man she has.
Right.
Like, everybody that's at the bottom don't mean they at the bottom because they bottom motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That just means that they're there at the beginning of their journey.
Right.
And I think both men and women, because shout out to all the female entertainers.
Shout out.
Hey.
Oh, we don't get no.
Shout out to them. Because it take a different type of dude to be like, you about to be gone how long? 3 days in a hotel?
Touring where? No,
With niggas?
Where? With niggas? All right, man. Look,
you touring on what lanes? No, hell no. You got me fucked up.
But even further than that, like, night to night getting better. At 7:30, the shower coming on. Now, if your bitch every night got to turn that shower on, get dressed, get attractive, she can't just go out like you see her. Or you don't just wear your robe. Bitch, shut up, I got a clock. You always wear, I got you wear my robe.
And then we complain when they're too sexy. You checking the mail looking like that, bitch? Get your ass in the house.
But that's what they're going to have to do.
Right.
Like, they're going to have to dress appropriately. This is, especially when you're in California, this is Hollywood. This ain't
not only that, I mean,
all the lights is out.
You're a type of star that people will look at you. People are gonna see your timeline. Your girl dressing like that. She don't give a fuck about you. She don't respect you, player. Like, get on your shit.
I don't want it, right, but you can't be mad because you could be the most successful dude. But if you dating a chick that's got to get up and get dressed at night and leave,
that's out.
That matters after a while.
Yeah.
After a while, if y'all chilling, and then and it probably becomes a piece of your, but 6:30 come to shower.
As long as she don't shower when she gets back from work, then I'll be worried.
Shower
I'll be like,
when you get back from
no,
work.
hell no. But girl, you ain't doing nothing but passing out tickets, bitch. You showering? Who you fucking with? On some real shit.
So would you want to get in the bed? Like, give me all night.
Yeah, give me all that shit. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm getting Tory Lanez. I'll probably shoot the bitch in the foot.
But
I ain't gonna lie.
But then that's where it comes. That's fucked up. But that's where it comes to a point where you like, damn, don't make me have to choose.
No, you're right.
Don't make me have to choose because it's
You
not
should
going.
just always.
It's
just
not
wanna
going
trust your girl.
after you sacrifice so much and then you find what you really want to do. It's like, don't make me choose. Just ride the wave with me.
If you have to choose, then she's not the girl for you.
Well, if you're
real
gonna,
shit.
right, because if you pick a woman that's into that, you gotta understand. See, it might seem easy at first, and I don't want to mess up the women's chances. But let me tell you, every night, if she on the stage, and see, it's different than just being attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could be fine as hell, but you mix fine as hell with the enamoration of the idea that hey, you standing on that stage.
Right.
And you got a different room full of motherfuckers. You don't know. You know the men coming. They looking at the same thing every night. And you your ass wobbling like a motherfucker in that tonight.
Hey, as long as she's cleaning the pole whenever she goes up.
First of all,
your ass bouncing like a motherfucker in that tonight. Who all gonna be up there?
Yeah.
Kevin Tate is there. Kevin Tate's there. You know what? Hey, you staying home tonight, bitch. How many sick days you got, bitch?
Like,
I don't know where your keys at, bitch.
She done packed you a lunch too, motherfucker. You know what? Hey, this ain't doing it.
I don't know where your keys at, bitch.
You don't need them keys. You tired. Come lay down. You tired. Come lay down.
I fucking love it. Mr. Kevin Tate, man. Hey, where can we find you, my boy? On some real shit.
Man, listen, man. Y'all can find me on all social media outlets. I'm Kevin Tate. If you don't know shit, now you know. KEVIN TATEIS. And look, I know y'all see the brand. For everybody that's seeing my from the back, they don't see it, but y'all see it. Motivate everybody.
Motivate everybody.
Be yourself out loud, and really that's what I'm into. That's my merchandise, and I mean that. Like a lot of times we need to.
Where can we find it? Where can we find it?
Right on my motivateeverybody.com.
Motivateeverybody.com, y'all. Please go over there. Go over there and get some merch.
Yeah, you'll go over there. You'll see a whole list of things. You can get it there. You'll get it quicker on my IG because I get it quicker. It takes a second for the order to take actually 2 extra days. So like y'all pull in. You see me on IG. Either way, you can get this there. You see me live show. Shout out to everybody that I ride with, man.
Get some shout outs.
I just want to say shout out to everybody that I have a rock with, man. You know, the people that I got coming up, all the states that I got coming up. Shout out to Atlanta, I just left. Shout out to Sacramento, I just left.
Okay.
Shout out, a few other places I just
We
left.
working.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And glory
It's
be to
been
God.
working.
And shout out to my dog, Red Grant, first person.
Shout out Red Grant on some real
Shout
shit.
out.
Red took me to Long Beach.
Red Grant's some shit.
Did I say Long Beach? Yeah, it might have been Long Beach.
Was it North Long Beach?
It was Long Beach or something, but
Red Grant, I got
take
my
that
eye
back.
on you,
Take
Red
that
Grant.
back. It wasn't Long Beach. I take that back. It was San Diego.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Yeah, that was.
Sent the limo for me.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
He had to pull up to his house and we had to drive.
It was still for y'all.
And get dropped off. Like, nah, baby, I'm getting in the limo, man. And got in there, got in the limo. It was me, Red Grant, Melanie.
Camacho?
No, was it Melanie? It was actually Sexy Marlowe.
Oh,
Lunel,
okay. Shout out Lunel, too.
And we rode all the way down. And I might be missing somebody, but we rode all the way down to San Diego and fucking did a show. And I felt like he couldn't tell me shit.
That's what's up. I love it.
Shout out to
it.
my dog, Red Grant, Bill.
Hey,
Bellamy.
Red Grant. Hey, Bill Bellamy,
Corey
too.
Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb by G, too. Shout out my boy Corey Holcomb on some real shit.
Mike
Detroit's in the
too,
building.
my dog,
Chicago
Cat
with the
Williams.
building. On some real
Williams.
shit.
And shout out my dog.
So who's somebody who's coming up right now that like you like, oh yeah, he got it or she got it? Like
Good question.
this is, yeah.
What do you mean, like,
In comedy.
in comedy that's coming up that has it? See, you make me, because I'm terrible with names, but
Yeah, like somebody
like,
upcoming.
Some people that think that really is like funny. It's first starting out.
Mm-hmm.
That God.
He said Dandruff, y'all. Dandruff in the building. Yeah, he just said it under his breath, y'all.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff that's new, you know, even though I'm still got my head in my book, still writing, trying to get to the level that I'm trying to get at. I try to be careful with as much as I watch, but I think it's a lot of comedians that I see, man. Damn, that's a tough question.
Yeah, because
We
it's
got 'em stumped.
because it's the internet, and then
We got 'em
it's like
stumped, y'all.
actually being on stage. So it's like, how does that?
Well, it all factors into who I hang out and watch. You know, who I hang out and watch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times if they're new, I probably ain't there yet.
Yeah,
I probably ain't
yeah.
But it's no shade to them, but I really want to mention somebody because I remember when I was first starting, I wanted somebody to say me. But
What's something like you strolling through Instagram or
stuff that I see like
a comedian on Instagram that's coming up and you like, damn, he funny as fuck, or she's
shout out
funny
my
as
dog B Cormel. I think B Cormel does some stuff. He over at the Laugh Factory. He does some stuff. Shout out to
B. Cormel,
Okay,
yeah, we're gonna be out there Monday for rest in peace Boogie B, man.
Yeah,
That's
some real
good
shit.
To him.
We're gonna be
Yeah.
out there, Boogie B, man.
Shout out
Rest
to
in peace.
comedian Key. I think she's out in Atlanta right now. Whatever. I think some newer comics that I've seen that I'm gonna rock with. Fuck, man, it's tough for me, man, to remember. You know who's really getting it in if they keep going. I can't say, because
I mean, new comedians gotta work harder.
it's all good. But
Gotta
no,
work
shit,
harder.
I remember. You know what I'm saying? I just remember when I was at the same spot. So shout out to y'all. If I miss y'all, my bad, dog. My bad, bro. But I get it. Yeah, but I don't hang out. I don't be there.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You be
Rest in
working,
peace,
shit.
my dog, Boogie B, man.
Hey,
Rest
rest
in
in peace,
peace.
Boogie B. That's the real shit. Boogie B, we gonna be there Monday, man. Right there, Tiffany Haddish. We got Miss Wayans, Shantae Wayans too.
Shout
Gonna
out
be
to
there.
Shantae Wayans,
Shantae
my
Wayans gonna be
motherfucking
there.
friend.
Some real shit. We'll see you guys. Monday and shit. We're gonna do a little live there too. So,
Word.
hey, Kevin Tate. It was a fucking pleasure, man.
Yes.
Unless Miss Co-host got a little more questions she wanna ask.
No, I don't want to take up all your time.
I know, me neither.
Sure.
Hey,
It's all
Kevin
good,
Tate,
it's
man,
all-
it's been a pleasure. You, my boy. Thank you.
Yes, bro.
Thank you for us crossing each other's journey, man. I appreciate you so much for you even stopping by, dog.
Too easy.
On some real shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, my boy. I appreciate
Yeah.
you. Dr.
you,
Favors
too.
Podcast. We right here in the building. We right here with my boy, Kevin Tate. We up out this bitch.
Yeah.
Hey. That's what's good. That's what's up.